So once people in canvassing, they want to advance, they want to continue, what do you have available for them to continue to be able to grow?
What I developed is what it's called the Silver Level Membership Program. And that really keeps the momentum of and continuing that over and over again. And people have different levels of where they want to continue that coaching. So this is a great level to start with that gives you access to continue to keep on working on your canvassing program. And on the two parts of working on how to become better canvassers, canvassing and generating higher quality leads, in addition to that, of how to continue to manage and grow and develop the canvassing program. So it gives you an opportunity with the Silver Membership Program is to tap into, we have 2 monthly telecoaching calls every month. It's from silver members from all over the country that call in this call, and and get an opportunity to listen in on the call. We cover subjects of canvassing and how to canvass, management. Canvassing has the ability for people to call in with questions, but you get to hear and listen to the same things that probably a lot of other people are running into. Also getting a little motivation. It's nice to be in a group. Never before was there any group coaching and consulting that you've ever seen with canvassing. You see it in sales all the time. There's always seminars and groups and people learning from each other. We call it the mastermind of building synergy of other minds and discussions to have that. And this gives an opportunity of treating canvassing as a profession. And so people can learn different things and run other things because as canvas managers, a lot of times they feel isolated. Even though they were hired and they can work independently, they want to run things by people who do canvas, who do, get some other ideas, get some inspiration, get maybe some questions answered, kind of see what people are doing that's succeeding, and maybe things to avoid. So that's really the whole idea of that, and it gives people access. They can just listen in on the calls. They have the recordings. They can be sent to them if they missed a call or they want a reminder. And it builds that. And all successful people are always constantly working on the development part of their business or their vocation or whatever they might be doing. So you get that not only with the CDs, but you get my marketing newsletter on subjects of canvassing and canvas management. So it's meant to build a library. It's meant for a review. It's meant to be part of a bigger group that you can get ideas and continue the personal development and maintain all that momentum over time with canvassing.
Is there an opportunity on the calls for me as a canvasser or a canvas manager in order to get involved? Is it a group conversation? You mentioned mastermind, but is it a true sense of the mastermind where we're able to discuss things?
Yeah, absolutely. With this, you have access to in advance to email questions to me. I have a website set up. It's called AskTheCanvasKing.com. So you can submit questions there. You can email me. You can call in with questions. You're part of a membership. So you have that access and ability to get those questions answered. But even on the calls, so many people are on the calls, we have to keep it muted. But we do have Q&A. People can call in, with the questions, and we can get them accessed on the phone call in and have that discussion with that. We have other people, affiliates associated with this. We bring them as guest speakers. So you can ask them questions. That's going to be on there. So you're listening in, and a lot of times those questions that you didn't ask, that you've been thinking about, someone probably does ask. So that's a huge advantage of with that call, that you can take advantage of that.
Who can I expect is going to be on the call with me as fellow members? Are we talking about companies that are struggling? And then who do you find generally are getting on the calls with me?
Yeah, and I mentioned this before, and people have heard me speak. I mentioned the 80-20 rule in business and that sort of thing is whether it's a canvassing department, it's salespeople, it could be cab drivers, it could be lawyers. I always use that as an example. But fact of the matter is, no matter what vocation you're in, is 20% of the people produce 80% of the results. And that's just what we can't do anything about that. That's just how it is. That's a rule that you see in any vocation is there. So what this does is people who make the commitment that are silver members they're the 20%ers. So you're now being in a very select group of the 20%ers, the producers, the ones who have the strive and the desire to be successful, the ones who know that you constantly need to improve and get better, every single day, every month to succeed. and how to attack new challenges, how to look for better opportunities and develop those. So that's where, the group that you're going to be involved with, it's a very select group, and that's where you'll be able to you raise your game up because you're working with winners.
They're live calls, but what if I can't make a live call in a month or a couple of months and that type of thing? Am I going to miss out?
No, you're not. And one of the things that we've done with all the calls is we record all the calls. And part of the program is we're actually going to ship a CD recording with the customized canvassing newsletter to you each month. So even if you miss a call, you'll always have the recordings with you. So in fact,